guys, and welcome along to my YouTube channel, Skool Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well. Welcome. Great to have you along. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. Welcome along to the Old Skool Gunner Premier League Score Centre. I was hoping a few people would be able to join me on this, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Just a second there, guys. Just 2 seconds, bear with me. Okay, like I said, guys, Premier League Score Centre. There's a lot of big games happening today. I'm just going to keep you up to date on them. First, I would like to thank everybody for tuning into my channel. Thank you to everybody for your support since I started my channel 3 years ago in 2018. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it. Smash the like in this video for me. Subscribe to my channel, Subscribe to my channel, Skool Gunner. And if you can't, click on the notifications bell. Play my old Skool Gunner playlist. Smash my watch hours for me, guys. I'm looking to push them up to the very maximum. So thank you very much for your support, guys. Comment on this video also. And join the chat if you want. I see a lot of people are watching now. Welcome along to my show. It's the Premier League Score Centre. There's a couple of big games on today, guys. I'm going to keep you up to date on those. A couple of games happening right now as we speak. Let's just go straight into it and get into it. All right, here we go. Very nice. Okay, that's it. Let's have a look. It's currently, guys, there's been another goal. It's currently Brentford 1 Everton Nil. Burnley Tottenham, which was at Burnley, has been postponed due to the terrible weather hitting the UK right now. Leicester City 1 Watford 0, and Manchester City 0 West Ham United 0. The Chelsea Man United game, the big one, is actually on at 4:30, guys. So in just a little under 2 hours time, that will be happening. So there's a big game there, a massive game. But like I said, it's currently Brentford 1 Everton 0. Let me just check the goals on that. I predicted yesterday that Brentford would win this game, but let's see how that works out. Yeah, everything going well here on the old Skool Gunner side. Yep, things working like clockwork. Nice to see. All right, let's just tune in on that there and see what's going on. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what happened there. Just waiting for it to load, guys. But like I said, Brentford have taken the lead against Everton. It's Tony with a 24th minute penalty to put them 1-up against the Toffees. Everton are having real bad luck at the moment, to be honest. They're having very bad luck. Starting 11 for Brentford is Fernandes, Good, Jansen, Pinnock, Canus, Onyeka, Norgard, Janelt, Henry, Tony, and Bruno. That's their lineup, guys. Sorry about that, it's just my phone falling. The Everton lineup is Pickford in goal, Coleman, Godfrey, Keane, Digne, Townsend, Doncourt, Alan, Gordon, Iwobi, and Rondon. Nice to see Iwobi featuring there. Those two teams at the moment, the way it is for them, Brentford are currently in 13 points. If it stays the same, they'll go up. They're in 13 games. I mean, if it stays the same, they'll be up to 16 points. Everton will be down to 15. 13 games, they'll be down to 14th position. So I'd move Brentford up to 12th on 16 points after 13 games. Everton down to 14th, 15 points after 13 games. It's a massive game. Everton have been on a real downer recently, but it looks like it's continuing for them, unfortunately. The big game at the moment, in my opinion, the Man City West Ham game is currently 0-0 after 27 minutes. There's 27 minutes played in all those games, guys. It's Brentford 1 Everton 0. The Burnley Spurs game was postponed, like I said, due to bad weather. It's Leicester 1 Watford 0. That man, James Maddison, the Arsenal target, he hit the net 12 minutes ago in the 16th minute for Leicester to put them 1-0 up. Brentford winning at home against Everton. Leicester winning at home against Watford, but 1-0. Man City hosting West Ham, it's 0-0. I fancy that Watford would put it up to Leicester, but Leicester are well on top right now. And I thought Man City would beat West Ham, but we'll see how that works out. City needed 3 points, to be honest. They need to take something from that. It would be a good win for them. At the moment, they would be in third on 27. If they get the win, they'll be level on points with Chelsea on 29. But of course, West Ham are in fourth position, guys. If they get the win, they'll be on 26. So they will remain in fourth. Yeah, because City would also be on 27 then. Yeah, they would remain in fourth. But Chelsea, of course, if City win and they go level on points, Chelsea have a better goal difference, much better, 7 goals better. You have 26 plus 26, City have plus 19. But of course, Chelsea play later against United, and if they win that game, they'll be up to 32 points. Chelsea going very well right now, guys. Oh, Watford have equalised against Leicester, guys. Watford have equalised. News just in my fantastic live stream that is entertaining the whole world. Ah, Taib, nice to see you, man. How are you getting on? Let me just put that up there. Post some Taib. Hi, Dave. Yeah, thanks for getting my name right. You can also call me El Animal. But yeah, hey Taib, how you getting on, man? Sorry to be interrupting your Sunday, your relaxing day. You know what I mean? Sunday is about it. It's currently Brentford 1 Everton Nil, Taib. Yeah, Tony scored just a couple of minutes ago for Brentford from the penalty spot. So that really did that for them. Watford have equalised against Leicester. James Maddison scored for Leicester in the 16th minute to put them 1-0 up, and now I see that Watford have equalised. So let me just go in and see what's going on with that game. Let me just get that up there, guys, and we'll see what's happening. But yeah, Watford have equalised against Leicester. It's 30 minutes played, and it's 0-0. It's 1-1, I mean. Excuse me. It's 1-1. Here we go. It's coming up now on the screen, guys. Nice. But yeah, welcome along to the show, Taib, man. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, sorry for interrupting your day of rest, your Sunday. YouTube doesn't sleep, unfortunately. Taib in with a comment. Dave, if Arteta lasts the rest of the season, which is looking likely, what target would you give him next season? That's a very good question, Taib. I mean, I would give him the target of getting us back into Europe. And if he can win the FA Cup and get us back into Europe, I don't think we're going to qualify for Europe this season. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Taib. I saw the game yesterday against Newcastle. We have serious problems in the midfield defensively. Newcastle got some joy right through the centre, and we couldn't stop them. They got right up to the edge of the box. It was some desperate last-ditch defending at times. It's concerning, to be honest, with the United game around the corner. I think that's going to be a very tough game for us up at Old Trafford. So I don't think we're going to get into Europe this season, to be honest, with what I've seen so far. We're in 5th place now. We can qualify for the Europa League in that position, but I don't think we're going to hold 5th. Next season, European football should be the target for him. I mean, winning the Premier League and this kind of thing is completely out of our range. And that would be unrealistic for me to say that, because we don't have a chance. I mean, you know football yourself, Taib. I mean, you know football as well as me. The bigger teams in the league are much better than us. It's as simple as that. So, Taib, I hope you've been honoured by allowing to call me, saying that you could call me Dave, because only my friends can call me Dave. So take it as a compliment, my friend. But yeah, I think European football, next season, the aim should be to get back into Europe. I don't think we're going to do it, like I said, this season. I think it would be unrealistic to say that we can have a tilt at the title and a shot at the title. We're way off that. I mean, in the 3 games against the 3 best teams in the league, in my opinion, Chelsea, Liverpool and Man City, we got well beaten. Okay, against Chelsea and Man City, maybe the defence was not what it is now, but against Liverpool, we got shown up just the same, and we got battered just the same as in those games. Liverpool have an exceptional team. I mean, anyone that saw them against Southampton yesterday, and this is not to make myself feel better as an Arsenal fan, but Liverpool have an incredible team. Anyone that saw that game yesterday, they know what time it is. It was a tough game. Liverpool are an incredible team. I mean, they can hit as many goals as they want, in my opinion, and they dominate teams from start to finish. Am I a fan of Liam Neeson? Yeah, I think he's alright. I like his movies. He's from Derry City, but I like Liam Neeson. I have a bit of time for him. Yeah, he's a quality Irish actor. He's been in a couple of good movies. One of the best ones is Gangs of New York with Daniel Day-Lewis, another fantastic Irish actor, and of course Brendan Gleeson, another fantastic Irish actor. I like Liam Neeson. I like a lot that British actor. What is that guy's name? Man, the guy that was in Warrior. The guy that was in Ray's movie. I'll get you his name now. But I like this British actor. I also like Colin Farrell. I think Colin Farrell in The Coach is very, very funny. Colin Farrell is a very good actor. I rate him highly. I think he's living over in LA now. He hooked up with a Polish bird. They got married. They had a kid. But Colin Farrell is a very, very good actor. But let's see about that. The Warriors movie. I can't think of that British actor I'm thinking about. Like I said, he portrayed one of the Krays in the Krays movie. He was also in The Coach with Colin Farrell. If you can think of that actor. But I like him also. But yeah, I like Liam Neeson, but I like Colin Farrell. Daniel Day-Lewis is the greatest Irish actor of all time, in my opinion. No one even comes close to him. His acting ability is just off the chain. Unbelievable. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. That's it. Let's see. Warrior. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy, in my opinion, is a very good actor. He's a very, very good actor, and I rate him very highly. I find his movies quite entertaining, and he's got a good acting range. So that's basically that. But Liam Neeson, yeah. Liam Neeson's alright, you know. When he's threatening people down the end of the phone. You know what I mean? He's a great man for threatening people down the end of the phone. Maybe one day he could ring up Mikel Arteta and maybe threaten him. That would be fun, right? I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? I would love that. That would be quite entertaining. Okay. Let me go back and see what's happening in those games, yeah? Keep you up to date, guys. So the scores now, guys. It's Brentford 1 Everton Nil, as it was. A Tony penalty, putting them ahead. Burnley Spurs, like I said, was postponed due to bad weather. Terrible weather in the UK right now. Leicester have retaken the lead against Watford. Maddison scored on 16 minutes. King equalised for Watford on the half-hour mark. The game, of course, at the King Power Stadium. Leicester, Watford. Vardy, who else but Jamie Vardy, has put Leicester 2-1 up. That's the way it's looking now, guys. And Man City have hit the front against West Ham like I predicted. The West Ham have been going well, guys, but I predicted Man City to beat them. The page won't come up for me there, guys, but they're 1-0 up. City are 1-0 up at the moment. The big game is coming up at 4:30. Chelsea are going to, of course, run riot against Man United in that game. They're going to drop them like a bad habit. So that's my advice. That's the way I see things going for that match. It's going to be a very tough one for the Red Devils. The Blues are going to put them to the sword, in my opinion. And that's all there is. That's all there will be about it. Chelsea bang on form at the moment. United lurching from one catastrophe to the other. So it's going to be a tough one. But yeah, let's keep going with those games, guys, and see what the scores are. Trying to find out more about the Man City game. But like I said, they've taken the lead. They're at the City of Manchester Stadium, and they're 1-0 up against West Ham, like I predicted they would win that game. City are a different class at the moment, if you ask me. But yeah, I don't even know these type, but these are actually Mr. Tato. These are potatoes, and these are probably the favourite crisps of Liam Neeson. They're an Irish potato crisp. You get them in cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. I'm not sure do they come in barbecue, but cheese and onion is the one to have. You can actually make a sandwich out of these, a potato sandwich. So they're probably Liam Neeson's favourite. I got my Liam Neeson hair right now at the moment. Actually, bad. You need to go to the hairdressers, and I might need to dye it as well. It's gone a bit grey around the sides. But yeah, that's it. That's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. So let's see what's going on. Yeah. Okay, things are cooking. Things are really heating up here. Nice. But yeah, let me try to get up the news on that game again, guys. Looks like it's going to load up this time. No, not going to do it for me, but I'll check on another page. Man City have taken the lead, guys, and who's after scoring the goal? This is the big news coming up. Who's after getting that goal for them? Who else but that man Gundogan after 33 minutes? Gundogan with the goal after 33 minutes, guys, putting City 1 up. Live win probability, 87% for City, 3% for West Ham with 10% to draw. Team stats: 9 shots for City, 4 on target, 2 for West Ham, 1 on target. Possession is 63% to 37% in favour of City. Passes are 256 to 150 in favour of City. Accuracy 91% to 78% in favour of City. Tough game for the Irons today, guys. Tough game for West Ham. They're away against Manchester City. I mean, it's no joke. It's no joke. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. We'll have to see how that works out. But thank you to everybody for tuning into the Score Center. I appreciate it. I'll keep you up to date on all those games. I see now 8 people have joined the stream. Welcome along to the stream, guys. I'm just going to run the scores for you at the moment in the Score Center. And the scores are Brentford 1, Everton nil, Manchester City 1, West Ham nil, and Leicester 2, Watford 1, approaching the half-time, guys. 39 minutes played in those games. Let me just go further in detail about those scores and let you know about it. Let me get straight into the heart of it, guys, and keep you up to date on what's happening. It's Brentford 1, Everton nil. Tony scored a penalty for guys. The Burnley Tottenham game, just to let you know, there's meant to be 4 games being played simultaneously right now. The Tottenham Burnley game, it's Burnley versus Tottenham at Burnley, has been postponed due to the inclement weather, the very bad weather in the UK right now. Leicester 1, Watford 1. It's actually 2-1 to Leicester right now, guys, and 1-0 to Manchester City. Leicester have hit the front in that again, yeah. And they scored through Maddison after 16 minutes. King equalised for Watford with a penalty on the half-hour mark. And who else? That man, the answer to Leicester's dreams, guys, to their prayers. Jamie Vardy has put them 2-1 up after 34 minutes. It's now approaching half-time. The assists for the goals, the assist for Maddison goals was Evans. The assist for Vardy's goal was that man Maddison. You can see why Arsenal were so crazy to get that player, guys. He's an incredible, incredible talent. He would strengthen any team. So that's it, guys. They're the scores right now. City, of course, have taken the lead against West Ham. Gundogan has put them 1-0 up. So all 3 of the home sides are winning right now, guys. Simple as that. It's going well for all the 3 home sides. They're doing good. So we'll just have to see how that cracks on. But yeah, it's going well for them at the moment. City, they badly need a win to keep pace with Liverpool, to keep pace with Chelsea. Chelsea are already ahead of them on the table, guys. Chelsea are having a great season so far. Today, of course, the late kickoff at 4:30 in just under 2 hours' time is Chelsea against Man United. That is going to be an enormous game, a huge match, a very interesting one. I have to see how that works out. It's going to be a massive, massive, massive game. Make no mistake about it. We just have to see how that game works out. But yeah, it is what it is. A huge, huge match coming up. Manchester United and Chelsea. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. We have to see how that goes. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Let's go through the scores again. It's 1-0 to Brentford. It's 1-0 to Man City. That's 2-1 to Leicester. Approaching half-time. We'll have to see the way that works out now, guys. But City badly need that win. West Ham, to be honest, they need to win too. I tipped Brentford, City, and Watford, actually, I thought had a chance of beating Leicester today. Leicester have obviously got something to say about that. They're home. They're 2-1 up. Vardy's on form, and he's banging in the goals again. He's a goal machine, that guy. I mean, an incredible, incredible player. When you consider back in the day, he was in a very lower league club. Then he came to Leicester, and he's just caught fire, guys. I mean, he's a real handful, Jamie Vardy. He's got the attitude. He's a cheeky fella, a little bit around the place. But in fairness, he scores the goals and he knows what time it is. And he does a great job for Leicester City. Would I take him in Arsenal? Of course I would. It goes without saying. I don't know about Taib. I don't know about everybody else watching this. Would he actually incredible, incredible, incredible player. So we'll have to see how that goes. You know what I mean? We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, let me just bump up there. But yeah, we just have to see where that goes, guys. Sorry, I was just checking something there, guys. Let me go through this. Let me go through that. Let me go through this. But yeah, that's the way the games are now at the moment. We'll have to see how it works out there. But what can you say about it? Arsenal, their game coming up. Of course, we played Thursday. We had a very good win yesterday against Newcastle. The performance again was touch and go, but at least we got the 3 points. At least we made up for that defeat against Liverpool, and we got 3 points in the bag. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. We just have to see. We just have to see what goes on. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster season for Arsenal right now. We'll have to see what goes on. United lie around the corner for us. That, in my opinion, is going to be a tough game. There's been another goal, guys. It's Brentford 1 Everton Nil. The Burnley Spurs game postponed, like I said. The goal has come, guys, at the King Power Stadium. Leicester now 3-1 up against Watford. They were 1-0 up. Then it was brought back to 1-1. And now it's 3-1. Vardy on the double, guys. Vardy scored again 3 minutes before half-time. They're 3-1 up. Maddison with a goal and 2 assists. He assisted both the goals for Jamie Vardy. He scored the first and he played both assists for the second and third. You could see why Arsenal were looking to sign him, guys. And you could see why Brendan Rodgers was desperate to hold on to that player. An incredible, incredible player. Like I said, guys, it's now Leicester 3, Watford 1. Maddison opened and scoring in the 16th minute. Vardy in the 34th and 42nd. King replied for Watford, 30th minute penalty. Evans with the assist for Maddison, but Maddison got the goal himself in the 16th minute, and he's laid on 2 assists for that man, Jamie Vardy. Maddison is an incredible, incredible player. You can see why Arsenal wanted to get him, guys, and why Brendan Rodgers wanted to hold on to him. What a player. Say no more about it. Incredible, incredible talent. Incredible player. Wonderful talent. So Leicester 3-1 up, guys. It's going very well for them. That game to me is done and dusted. Don't want to call it too soon, but they're a very powerful outfit, Leicester. At home, 3-1 up. It's half-time. Job done, in my opinion. The Man City game is a bit more finely balanced. They're up against a serious team in West Ham United, but it's still Man City 1, West Ham United 0. That's the way it looks to be going. Let me just bring it up there again, guys, on the old phone. I have it also on the laptop here so I can check it there. I like to have it double going on that I can check it every available opportunity. Updates, this, that, and the other. That's how I like to do things on my channel. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, it's still 1-0 to Brentford. Approaching half-time. Like I said, the Burnley Tottenham game was postponed because of the very inclement weather, the very bad weather in the UK at the moment. I see there's like trucks being blown over. You name it, guys. Anyone over in the UK, watch yourselves. Yeah, watch your house. Leicester 3, Watford 1, Man City 1, West Ham 0. So that's basically it. That is basically it. Okay, let's see. But yeah, guys, simple as that. Sorry about that. I was just trying to beat up a bit. Support there from my channel. See what's going on here. Yep, everything working out pretty well there. There too. It's half-time in the games, guys. Brentford Everton at Brentford is 1-0 to Brentford. 1-0. Like I said, the Burnley Tottenham game was postponed due to the very bad weather. It's Leicester 3, Watford 1. Maddison got the first goal in the 16th minute. Jamie Vardy, with an assist from Maddison, got the second and third goals in the 32nd and 42nd minute, respectively. So Maddison with the first goal, Vardy with the second and third goals. It's currently Leicester 3, Watford 1. It's Manchester City 1, West Ham 0. That man Gundogan has got the goal. That's a tight game there. The Brentford game is also tight. Everton are in a very, very bad situation right now, a very bad run. So they need to really find a way out of that pretty quick. Burnley against Tottenham, postponed. Leicester West Ham, 3-1 to Leicester. And Leicester Watford, excuse me. It's Brentford 1 Everton 0 at halftime. The Burnley Spurs game has been postponed. It's Leicester 3, Watford 1 at halftime, and Manchester City 1, West Ham 0 at halftime. The big game, of course, is coming up at 4:30, guys. It's Chelsea, Manchester United. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Just going to take a short break, guys, and then I'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned to my channel, and see you soon, guys. I'll be back very, very soon. Thank you. Alright guys, I'm back and in live full effect. Let's see what's going on with the games. It's still half time there, but thank you to everybody for tuning in so far. I appreciate it, guys. Excuse me. Thank you to everyone for tuning in so far, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Let me just check here with the scores. What's happening? Oh yeah. Okay. Alright guys. So, like I said, it's half time. The second half hasn't started yet, but it's Brentford 1, Everton nil. It's Manchester City 1, West Ham nil, and it's Leicester City 3, Watford 1. I'd predicted Man City and Leicester. I predicted Brentford and Man City to win, but I thought Watford would be able to do something against Leicester, but Leicester are well in charge of that game. They're well on top. They're a very good team, Leicester. And of course, when you have James Maddison, a fantastic midfielder like him, a free scoring midfielder, and you have that man Jamie Vardy on form, it's only going to spell trouble for Watford. I mean, they're an incredible, incredible team, Leicester, a top team, and they're proving it. I mean, Watford are not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. They beat Man United handy enough, but Leicester are a different animal. That's the way it is. If this table stays like that, guys, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the Premier League table now. If it stays like that, if it stays as it is, guys, Manchester City will be up to second with this 1-0 win. 13 games played, 9 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. 29 points, 26 goals scored, 6 goals against, a goal difference of 20, and that would give them 4 wins out of 5. West Ham, they would stay in fourth, level on points with Arsenal. 13 games played, 7 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. If Leicester win, they will be up to ninth. If it stays like it is, 13 played, 5 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses on 18 points. It's been a bit of an indifferent season so far for Leicester. If Brentford win, they would be up to 12th, 13 games, 4 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses on 16 points. Simple as that. That's the way it's going, guys. We'll have to see how it stays in the second half. The second half is just about to start, guys. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, it's currently Brentford 1, Everton nil. Burnley Tottenham has been postponed because of the bad weather. It's Leicester 3, Watford 1. Maddison with the first goal. And then he laid on 2 assists for that man Jamie Vardy. Vardy scored in the 32nd and 42nd minutes to put for 3 up. Watford actually equalised on the half-hour mark, the penalty, but Leicester took control again with 2 goals from that man Jamie Vardy. And Manchester City won West Ham nil. Gundogan with the goal at the City of Manchester Stadium to put them in control. We'll have to see how that works out now, guys. But that's how it is at the moment. That's the way it's looking. We'll have to see the way that works out now, guys. But that's the way it's looking right now. Let's see how it continues. It's not been an easy game for Manchester City against West Ham. I think that's fair to say. West Ham are in with a shout, but City have got the goal. They're in front. The second half has begun, guys. So let's see how these games work out. Let's see what happens. It's going to make for a very interesting second half. The big game, of course, is coming up at 4:30, guys. It's Chelsea versus Man United. So we'll have to see how that works out. Chelsea, of course, at home against United. You just have to see the way that works out, you know. Who's to say? Who's to say the way that could go? Anything is possible, really. Let's see how that one works out. And there we are, back in business. All right, nice and easy. Easy does it. And that's basically it in the game, guys. Leicester going well. City winning 1-0. Leicester winning 3-1. Brentford winning 1-0. That's how it is now. The second half has started. Let's see how things work out in that game. But yeah, it is what it is right now. Not going to be an easy run for them, no doubt about it. It's going to be a tough one. Manchester City I'm talking about. It's going to be a tough one for them. They're 1-0 up. They're in control. But 1-0 is always precarious against a good team like West Ham. Checking them there now, guys. It's currently after 49 minutes played. It's Brentford 1 Everton Nil. It's Manchester City 1 West Ham Nil. And it's Leicester City 3 Watford 1. The Man City West Ham game is still actually at half-time. They haven't come out for the second half. But the other two games are up and running. The Burnley versus Spurs match, of course, at Burnley has been postponed because of terrible weather there. So that game has been postponed because the weather was so bad. Maybe safer for the players and safer for everyone. An incredible storm, I think, Arwen hitting the UK right now. It's turning over trucks. I mean, it's a serious storm. So we'll have to see the way that works out. But yeah, things are going well. Thank you to Taib for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. And thank you to everybody that's watching at the moment. I see there's a good couple of people viewing. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. If you can, like this video for me. Subscribe to my channel, Old School Gunner. Don't forget to click the notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content. Smash the like button, like I said. And don't forget to comment in the comment section, guys. And let me know. Comment to man to save me. Welcome along, John by Dre. How you getting on, man? I'm just doing a Premier League score center, keeping people up to date on all the games so far. It's currently Brentford 1 Everton Nil, Man City 1 West Ham Nil, and Leicester City 3 Watford 1. You can see why we tried to get James Maddison so much. He scored the first goal for Leicester against Watford, and he has assisted Jamie Vardy in the other 2 goals. 1 goal and 2 assists for that man Maddison. You can see why Arsenal were trying to get him, and why Brendan Rodgers and Leicester were holding on to him, and they would not let him go for anything, guys. He's a fantastic player. Brilliant performances again. Dre is better, guys. He was a bit under the weather. He's feeling better now. I'm happy to hear that. Will I be live when Chelsea play United? I'm actually thinking of doing it, yeah, because it's been good at the moment, the score center, and I've had a lot of people watching, so I'm thinking of doing it, yeah. I can't watch the game, unfortunately. I don't have the channel here where I am, but I can actually be live, and I can do like a watch along of the score center, and I can keep people up to date on the score in that game. So I was thinking of doing it, yeah, but I can't actually watch the match, but I can do some watch along in some kind of way, shape, or form. If you want to join, I don't know, you're more than welcome. We'll see the way it works out. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better anyway, my friend, because it's no joke. I know that it's tough times. I'm coming back to the UK in a week. Saturday, actually, I'm flying back. So we'll see how things work out. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that you're feeling better. Anybody that hasn't, guys, if you don't know this man's channel already, he is an Arsenal fan through and through, a diehard Gooner. He's been at many protests trying to get the locusts, the parasites out of our club. Of course, Mikel Arteta, Stan Kroenke. He's been at many of the protests, supporting Arsenal, supporting the fans, lending his support to try to get the parasites out of our club. Check out his channel, guys. It's Drawn by Dre. He does a possession-based podcast with a friend of his once weekly. He's been very busy with work at the moment, and he's been a bit under the weather, but he's back, and he's firing on all cylinders. Like his videos, guys. Subscribe to his channel, Drawn by Dre, if you haven't already. And make sure you click on the notification bell that you get notified every time he uploads content, because he's going to be roaring back onto your screens, guys, and he's going to be uploading a lot of quality content. He's got a very good channel. He has guested on my channel a few times. I have guested on his. Anytime he has been on my channel, he knows exactly what he's talking about with the club. He's got his finger on the pulse. This man knows football, and every time he's been on, it's been a pleasure to have him on. And that's been straight with you guys. Check out his channel, Drawn by Dre, and sub to the man, and do yourselves a favor. Get to see a real YouTuber in action. But yeah, let me go back to the scores, guys. Enough ass kissing for now. Let me just go back and see what's going on in the games. It's still the same, guys. It's Brentford 1, Everton nil. The Burnley Tottenham game, like I said, was postponed due to inclement weather. Shocking weather in the UK at the moment. It's Leicester 3, Watford 1. And it's Manchester City 1, West Ham nil. The big one, of course, in my opinion, is coming up at 4:30. Chelsea hosting Man United at the Bridge. Managerless Chelsea Michael Carrick is the interim manager until their new manager comes along. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I fancy Chelsea to win that game. I think it's a no-brainer. But we'll see, anything is possible out there. It's currently Brentford 1 Everton nil, Leicester 3 Watford 1. 1 goal from Maddison and 2 assists for that man Jamie Vardy. He scored in the 32nd and 42nd minutes to put Leicester in the driving seat. City 1-0 up against West Ham. It's a tight game there at the City of Manchester Stadium. Gundogan with the goal. City on top, but it's by no means a safe result. Same with Brentford. It's by no means safe. It's only 1-0, guys, and that's always precarious. Leicester are in a much stronger position in their game. So we'll just have to see the way that works out, But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on there. Let's just move over here quickly. Yeah, things are going well there for Leicester. They're doing very well in that game. They're a top team. They're a top team, Leicester. No doubt about it. Quality side. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you to John by J tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you also to Taib. And thank you for everybody else following this live stream. I put it out there that I'm live, but Sunday, there's a few sleep heads around there. There's a lot of matches on today, a lot of good games on. And the big one, like I said, is coming up at 4:30. Arsenal's next opponents, Manchester United, are playing Chelsea at the Bridge. Michael Carrick is leading the team. But of course, their new manager, their interim manager till the end of the season, Ralf Rangnick, he's coming over from Lokomotiv Moscow. His first game in charge, I think, will be on this Thursday at Old Trafford when United host Arsenal. So that's going to be a big game. Rangnick against Arteta. I honestly think United will win. From what I saw from Arsenal yesterday, I think United will win. But there we go. Let's see. Prove me wrong, Arteta. Prove me wrong. But I think United could get the best of that. It's going to be a tough game for Arsenal. From what I saw of the midfield yesterday, it doesn't bode well. We were caught several times by Newcastle, and with all due respects to them, they haven't won a game all season. 13 games and no wins. So a better team would have really had us under the caution that game, and it would have taken the chances that were presented. So we were a bit lucky to get away with it. Let's go back, guys, to the score center. Let's see what's happening. Quick check here. Yeah, going good. All right. Scores are still the same, guys. 54 minutes played for Brentford and Everton and Leicester and Watford. Man City, West Ham came out late after the first half for some reason. They came out now. They've only 48 minutes played. But the scores are currently Brentford 1, Everton nil. In that game, 54 minutes played and the Bees are winning. Tony scored a 24th minute penalty. Everton can get no luck right now. I mean, they're very unlucky at the moment. They have a very bad run of form. They're on a very bad run of form. I mean, they're really under the cosh. And they're losing again, unfortunately. The Burnley Spurs game, guys, the Burnley Tottenham game was postponed, of course, because of weather, bad weather conditions. Leicester are 3-1 up against Watford still. And Maddison in the 16th minute. Vardy with a double in the 34th and 42nd minutes. Maddison has scored 1. And he has assisted in the 2 goals for Vardy. You can see why Arsenal tried to get the player, guys. He's an incredible talent. And you can see why Brendan Rodgers and Leicester were so adamant that they were holding on to the player and why they priced him out of the market, more or less. It's 3-1 to Leicester. King replying for Watford. He actually got them level on the 30-minute mark. But Leicester struck the front again through that man Vardy, assisted by that man Maddison. Top-class team, Leicester. They're a very good team. They're a hard team to beat. And Manchester City, West Ham. It's still 1-0 to Manchester City. They're only 4 minutes into the second half. They started a bit later than the other teams for some reason. But it's 1-0 to Manchester City. Gundogan with the goal in the 33rd minute. We'll have to see how it works out. Man City have lined up Ederson in goal, Walker, Ruben Dias, Laporte, and Cancelo. Then Gundogan, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus, Mahrez, and Sterling complete the lineup for City. West Ham United have Fabianski in goal, former Arsenal goalkeeper, of course. Johnson, Dawson, Zuma, Cresswell, Souček, Rice, Fornals, Rice, the Judas, that turned his back on the Irish soccer team to play for England. Fornals, Benrahma, Matsuka and Antonio. And that completes their lineup. But they're under the cosh against City at the moment. City in control. You'll have to see the way that works out, But it's not looking good for them right now, that's for sure. It's tough out there, and it's a very tough game. Challenge for everybody. So we'll see how it works out. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's continue on with it, guys. Let me just check here. Still 1-0 to Brentford over Everton. Still 1-0 for Man City against West Ham. And still 3-1 for Leicester over Watford. Big game coming up at 4:30, guys, is Chelsea v Man United. Join me here at the old Skool Gunner, checking out that game. I'll be doing a watch along, Chelsea v Man United. So come check that out and see what you make of it. I'm kind of branching out with my channel now a bit, guys. It's an Arsenal football channel, but I'm branching out into watch alongs, live streaming a lot, this, that, and the other. I'm going to give the channel a bit of a kickstart. So that's what's required. I'm going to be covering football, Arsenal, of course, first place. But then I'm going to be, the only time they're going to be coming first on Mikel Arteta, guys, is with me. But I'm going to be doing Arsenal, of course, first of all. And then I'm going to be branching on into live streaming, this, that, and the other, watch alongs. You know what I mean? So it should be a big one today. It should be a really big one. We'll see how that works out. Join me for that, guys. 4:30 p.m. kickoff. And we'll see what they got in their locker. We'll see what Chelsea United have got in their lockers. But it's as simple as that. I fancy Chelsea to win the game. I think it's a no-brainer. But we'll see on the day what happens, We'll see how it goes. Anything is probably possible on the day itself. But let's have a lash. And let's see what goes on with it. Simple as. Alright. There we have that. There we have that. There we have that. It's still Brentford 1 Everton Nil, guys. The Burnley Spurs game, like I said, has been postponed. It's still Leicester City 3, Watford 1 after 58 minutes, and Manchester City 1, West Ham United 0 after 51 minutes. It's a tough game. It's finely balanced there between City and West Ham. City have to hold on to take all 3 points, there's no doubt about that. Brentford as well, they're desperate for the points, but Everton have been going through a horrid, terrible run. And they need something out of that game themselves. Leicester 3, Watford 1. For me, that game is done and dusted. Not to put the kiss of it on Leicester, but to be honest, they're 3-1 up at home. I can only see them going from strength to strength now and closing that game out. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. But we'll see how that works out, guys. Let me know what you thought about Arsenal's performance yesterday against Newcastle United, the 2-0 win at the Emirates. Saka, of course, getting the goal in the 56th minute, the first goal to set us on our way. And then Gabriel Martinelli getting the second goal to make sure of the result after 66 minutes. So Saka hit the front in 56 for Arsenal, 1 up, and then Martinelli scored 10 minutes later in the 66th minute to put us 2-0 up. We had problems in the midfield, in my opinion. We're not as strong as we should be going into the United game at Old Trafford, and that is going to be a hard game. It would be very, very funny, not for Arsenal fans, of course, but very amusing if Ralph Rangnick's first game in charge was a win over Arsenal and over Mikel Arteta. That would really put the cat amongst the pigeons, as we say in the business. It would be a very, very interesting time. We'll have to see the way that works out, of course. It is what it is, It is what it is. We just have to see the way that works out, the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, who's to say what could happen, Who's to say what could happen in that game? But Arsenal are going well at the moment, at least. At least they got the 3 points. And they bounced back from that Liverpool game. Let's keep going with the results there, guys. And there has been a goal at Leicester. And actually, Watford are putting it up to this. Watford are putting it up. It is Leicester City 3, Watford 2. So Watford have pulled another goal back, guys. Bonaventure has got one in the 66th minute. It is now Leicester City 3, Watford 2. I said I fancied Watford in this game to do something. I said that before it. I tipped City to win. I tipped Brentford to win. Of course, Brentford playing Everton. Everton have been on a terrible run. So I tipped Brentford to beat Everton. And I tipped City to beat West Ham. Well, West Ham have been going well. But I also tipped to watch something against Leicester. Because the way they absolutely demolished United, I saw something in that performance. They were well on top all over the field all through the game. Welcome along to Dwayne Souza. Thank you for joining my live stream. I appreciate it. Gen pressing versus Gen pressing, Arsenal v Man United. Yeah, that's the way I think it's going to work out, my friend. But who do you think is going to win today between Chelsea and Manchester United? How do you see that game going? It's a huge, huge game for United and for Michael Carrick. Mikel Arteta follows Pep Guardiola, who does gen pressing. Yeah. The gulf now between Man City and Arsenal is they do it correctly, maybe we don't. But yeah, they have, of course, they have a fantastic, fantastic team, though, City. I mean, they're light years ahead of Arsenal, so you can have the tactics and you can play as you want, but if you don't have the players, it's a no-brainer. Dwayne Souza, Chelsea, obviously. Carrick is a BTEC Ole. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, I honestly think Chelsea are going to win that game too. I think it's like they're at the bridge with the team they have and with Tuchel as coach. It's only going to go one way. But how do you see the game going? Do you think it'll be 2-0, 3-1? What's your prediction for that game? Do you think United are going to get absolutely hammered off the field? I mean, it could work out like that because, to be honest, they're really lacking a bit of invention. They're lacking a bit of energy in the middle of the park. The defense is all over the place. In fairness to their goalkeeper, United's keeper, he has been doing very, very good for them recently. He's been trying his best. He's been performing heroics like Aaron Ramsdale for Arsenal against Liverpool. He's been doing his best for them. It's been a very, very tough time for United in general. Dwayne Souza thinks it's going to be, let me put up that comment, guys. He thinks the game later between Chelsea and United is going to be 3-1 Chelsea with Lukaku to score against his old side. You could well turn out like that. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. Just to keep you up to date, guys, it's still Brentford 1 Everton nil. It's still Manchester City 1 West Ham nil. And it's still Leicester City 3 Watford 2. But Watford turning the screw in that game, guys, and they've given themselves a lifeline. They've got a goal to bring it back to a 1-goal deficit. It's now 3-2 to Leicester, but Watford are fighting hard. I fancy Watford to get something out of that game, to get something out of that match. And I said that before the game, that I fancied them to do something. So we'll have to see how it is what it is. You have to see the way it goes. It's definitely a tough game for both teams. The Brentford-Everton match, Brentford still in control, 1-0. But at 1-0, you can never be sure. And Man City 1-0 up against West Ham, at 1-0, you can never be sure. They're not getting it all their own way, Man City. It's still only 1-0. That tells you that West Ham are putting up a fight and are offering some resistance. They've been on a great run, West Ham. They have a fantastic team. I wouldn't bet against them getting an equaliser or even winning the game. West Ham in the last 20 minutes, they come alive. They've got a lot of points in the last 20 minutes this season. So City need to concentrate all the way through. If City get the killer second, maybe that will be enough to take them across the line. But against this West Ham team, I wouldn't take anything for granted. They're an incredible, incredible team. But like I said, guys, Dwayne Souza, he thinks it's going to be 3-1 to Chelsea, Lukaku to score against his old side, United. Yeah, it could well turn out like that. It could well turn out like that. See what's happening here on this front. Yeah, not bad at all. And here, scores are still the same, guys. Brentford 1 Everton nil after 65 minutes. That game is very precariously balanced. Burnley Tottenham, like I said, has been postponed, guys. That game was due to happen at Burnley today. Very bad weather conditions in the UK right now. Let's put an end to that. Leicester 3 Watford 2. Watford have given themselves a lifeline in that game, guys. They've got a second goal. They might pull level. I fancy them to get something out of the game. I think they have a very good team, Watford. It's Manchester City 1, West Ham United nil after 59 minutes. So very precariously balanced there between City and West Ham. I fancy West Ham to get something out of that game, to be honest. But we'll have to see the way it goes. It's going to be a tough one anyway. City can't afford to take their foot off the gas in any way, shape or form. Because this West Ham team, they come alive in the last 20 minutes. They're a real battling side and they never give up. They've got talent. They've got ability. City need to watch out. They can't afford for a second to take their eyes off that one. It's a tough game. That's how I see it going. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me just plug it in back here. Heard the West Ham Man City game conditions are bad. Yeah, they're pretty bad. It's like anything, my friend, the further north you go, in the north of England, the weather gets a little bit worse, in my opinion. Down in London, if the game was at West Ham, if the game was in East London, it probably wouldn't be as bad. But up the north of England, the weather is dodgy enough, yeah, and it's tough enough there. I mean, a player could break a leg in 2 seconds. That's why the game was postponed between Burnley and Tottenham. Not just for the fans that have to travel to the game, because it's very dangerous conditions. And the wind has been absolutely incredible, turning over trucks, 18-wheelers. I mean, when wind blows over a truck that's 18-wheelers, it's like 30 tons. You know what time it is. But also dangerous for the fans getting to the game, and dangerous for the players out there. Very dangerous conditions for everybody. And the wind is incredible. I mean, it could rip roof tiles off. The whole lot, man. It's dangerous enough there. I'm actually heading back to the UK in a week, so I'll be finding out for myself, but hopefully it'll all have blown over by then and the storm will be on its way out. But yeah, need to be careful now. There's another storm coming in too, unfortunately. The COVID storm is still raging, so we'll have to see how that goes. Don't go to Africa anyway. That's my advice, guys. Stay away from South Africa at the moment. Don't go near the place. Let me check this here. Okay, yeah, things cooking, huh? Things still going well with my live stream. Great to see it. Back into the results there, guys. It's still the same as it was. It is... Brentford 1 Everton Nil. Burnley Tottenham have been postponed. And Leicester City 3, Watford 2, Manchester City 1, West Ham United 0. Well, that's the way it's looking right there, guys, on that. Those games are very precariously positioned, guys. The Man City West Ham game is an hour in, 60 minutes played. If a half an hour to go, it's still only 1 to City. I mean, at 1-0, you can't afford to relax, you can't afford to be comfortable. Brentford as well, they can't afford to relax and be comfortable against Everton. At 1-0, it's always precarious. Leicester 3-2 Watford, they have a bit of a game on their hands, there's no doubt about it. It's going to be a tough one. We'll have to see the way that works out, It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. Definitely not any stretch of the imagination. That's a tough one. Wow. Really competitive games out there, guys. I'm not going to lie. But anybody watching out there, guys, of course, Dwayne Souza told me what he thinks of the result. He thinks that Chelsea are going to beat Manchester United 3-1 and that Chelsea striker Lukaku is going to score against his former club. What do you think about the Arsenal game against Man United on Thursday? That could be Ralph Rangnick's first game in charge. I honestly think he's going to get one over on Mikel Arteta. That's my opinion. Obviously, he's a manager. He's light years ahead of Mikel Arteta. But I think they could do a job on us. I think that United could beat Arsenal at Old Trafford, to be honest. I saw highlights of the game yesterday. Arsenal against Newcastle United. And to be honest, Arsenal were very weak at points. Defensively in the midfield, we're not at it. Newcastle had a bit of joy running straight through the centre, nothing spectacular. They just attacked directly through the middle, and then we couldn't hold them off. We're lucky that they didn't score. This is a team, guys, that are bottom of the league in 20th place. They haven't even won a game all season, and they put it up to us, in my opinion. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We were up against it there for periods in that game, so we have to see the way it works out. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Thank you to everybody for tuning in anyway. I appreciate it. And if you can all watch my Old School Gunner playlist and bump up my watch hours, I appreciate that too. That would be a big help to me. Thank you, guys. All right, let's check this here. Things going well. Yep. Nicely easy does it. This one here. Oh, guys, it looks like it's all over for Watford now. Leicester have gone 4-2 up. There's 20 minutes to play. And Leicester are 4-2 up, guys. It's a 70-minute mark. And Lookman has got a goal for Leicester in the 68th minute. So it's tough now on Watford, guys. It's Leicester City 4, Watford 2. 20 minutes to play. It's tough now on Watford, guys. I don't know, can they come back from that? They have to make up 2 goals. Leicester are a class outfit, though. Brentford's still winning 1-0 against Everton. And City's still 1-0 up against West Ham. But those 2 games are precarious, guys. Everton are fighting for their lives against Brentford. They've been on a very bad run of form, but they didn't come, guys, just to take part today. They want to win some points. They want to gain some points. Leicester looks like they're comfortably ahead of Watford now, 4-2. Man City are still only 1-0 up against West Ham. The big game, guys, is coming up at 4:30, so in just under an hour. Chelsea against Man United. So we'll have to see how that works out. That's a tough game for United, no doubt about it. And a tough game for Carrick. It's going to be a really hard game for them. So we'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, now Leicester are 4-2 up. It looks like they can take the foot off the gas a bit. Excuse me. And just ease over the line. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. It's definitely not going to be easy for them. Not at all. Let's just check on the scores again and see what's happening, guys. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Thank you to everybody that has tuned into my live stream so far. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments, guys. I appreciate it very much. Let's see this out now and see what happens in the game. It looks like it's been a tough game so far, that Leicester-West Ham game, guys. It's 4-2 to Leicester, but they've been made to fight all the way by by Watford. It's currently, guys, Brentford 1 Everton nil, Leicester City 4, Watford 2, and Manchester City 1, West Ham nil. So the Leicester game looks to be done and dusted, guys. But Man City and Brentford need to be careful because it's by far from over. They're only 1-0 up, guys. They have the slenderest of leads, and Everton are a team, guys, at the moment. They're not going to give up easy against Brentford. And West Ham are a fighting team themselves, and they've been playing very well this season. They're not going to go down easy. That's for sure. They're giving everything out there. They get very dangerous, West Ham, in the last 20 minutes. I mean, they come alive. They're a real dangerous team. So you need to keep an eye on that. Burnley Tottenham, that game has been postponed due to absolutely atrocious weather conditions, guys. Just going to take a little break there, and I'll be back in a second, guys. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Had to make a pit stop, you know yourself. So, back on the game. Let's see the scores. Let's see what's happening. It's currently Brentford 1 Everton Nil. 79 minutes played in that game. Like I said, the Burnley Spurs game has been postponed. It's currently Leicester 4, Watford 2, 78 minutes played. And Manchester City holding on 1-0 against West Ham United. 70 minutes played in that game, guys. All to play for really in the Brentford, Everton, and Manchester City West Ham games. They are by no means over. Mark my words, guys. Everton and West Ham have been fighting hard all season, and they've been playing very good football. So it's not over by a long shot, especially the Man City West Ham game. Man City need to really be careful there. It's an incredible team they have, but West Ham have been playing very, very good this season. I fancy them to get something out of that game still. At 1-0, you can never be sure. So when Arsenal got the second goal yesterday, the insurance goal against Newcastle, and Martinelli fired in the second goal, I was very happy to see it. Because then it was game, you know. See, there's a lot of people tuning in, guys. Welcome along. You sent me a message on Instagram. Big up to the old school gunner. Thank you, man. I'll check it out. Thank you. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're enjoying the weekend and staying safe. And if you're in the UK, you're staying out of the storm. There's like some crazy storm raging over there at the moment. I'm actually coming back to the UK on Saturday. I'm flying back over with my wife. So hopefully things will work out for us there. Looking for a place, looking for jobs. Not the easiest time to do it right now, a challenging time, but it's who you know, it's not what you know. So I have a lot of friends there, contacts, so we'll see, maybe we can get things up and running. But yeah, we both love London. We're coming back to London, so it will be good, you know. It will be good. Of course, I'm an Irishman. My wife is Venezuelan, but we love London. I mean, a great city. Yeah, hopefully things will work out for us. But yeah, let me check out that message now, see what's going on. Then let me get back to the. Yeah, I need to put in my own school gun again. I don't have that one connected. Okay, let's see. Lineup. Football fan shows just come in. Manu lineup versus Chelsea. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof Bailey, Telles Matic, McTominay, Fred, Sancho, Bruno Rashford. Interesting. Let me see there now. Let me just check something quick, man. Alright. Okay, just bear with me there for a second as I check something quick. Bear with me there, guys, for a second. Just trying to find something. Okay, let me go here. Okay, let me do this. Just a second, guys. Alright, let me have a look here. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Just bear with me there, Football Fan Show. I'm just checking out your channel. Okay. Let's see what goes on with that. Alright, I'm back. I was just checking out your channel. Sorry about that. Ronaldo being dropped to the bench. I agree with that. I have a friend of mine in Switzerland. He's living in Zurich. He's a mad Manchester United fan. We used to go to many of the Champions League games together when they came to Switzerland. FC Basel against Manchester United. So I was in Basel to see them play. I agree that they're dropping, that they should drop Ronaldo. He believes, like I said, he's a diehard United fan. He believes that what's that forward man? Cavani. He believes that Cavani is much, much better for United. Anyone, to be honest, but he always mentions Cavani because Cavani puts in a real shift for the team and gives a lot of effort and a lot of drive. Maybe it's for the best that Ronaldo has been dropped for this one. Carrick has got some balls. I agree with you, man, but he was never lacking balls, in fairness, all through his career. He was never lacking it. He always stood up and be counted. I just opened up your channel there. That's what I was doing. I was looking for it. Are you going to be going live, or do you have anything planned, or a live stream with it, or anything like that with the game coming up? I'm on your channel there now. Let me pick up your channel anyway, first of all. All right, guys. If you haven't already, check out this man's channel, The Football Fan Show. Do yourselves a favor. Smash the like on his videos, guys. Smash the subscribe to his channel. And don't forget to click on the notification bell that you get notified every time he uploads content. He's uploading a lot of quality content right now. Do yourselves a favor. I'm sure he's a little bit nervous before this game. But let me know what you think about Rangnick taking over. I think it's a very, very good acquisition by United. I think it's a good appointment. It looks like his first game in charge could actually be on Thursday as United host, of course, my own beloved team, Arsenal FC. It looks like that could be his first game. To be honest, I think United are going to win that game. I think they're going to beat Arsenal at Old Trafford. I think Rangnick is going to get one over on Arteta. That is my gut feeling on the whole thing. I think that they're going to win. Believe it or not, I know United have been going through a torrid time, but I think they're going to get one over on us. I saw Arsenal against Newcastle yesterday. Big gaps in the defence, in the midfield. I mean, we're very bad in the defensive third of the midfield area. Defensively, Newcastle were exposing us, and with all due respects to them, they're rock bottom of the league. They're in 20th place. I honestly think that Ralph Rangnick, United's interim coach until the end of the season, I honestly think he's going to get one over on Mikel Arteta, and that is my gut feeling on it. I can't see it going any other way, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, are you going live, man? Are you doing a live stream, or are you doing a watch along for the United game today, or are you just going to be a whole finger off? Let me know. Oh, you're probably shaking. Your eyes are probably shaking as it is. But it's going to be a tough game today. Chelsea are a serious team. Let me see what's going on in the football. It's Brentford 1 Everton Nil in the 85 minutes played. Like I said, Burnley Tottenham was postponed because of bad weather conditions. Leicester 4 Watford 2, 87 minutes played. And Man City still hanging on against West Ham, 81 minutes played. That goal from Gundogan still separating the sides at the City and Manchester Stadium. It's been a real battle there between City and them. But yeah, we'll have to see how it works out, It's been a real battle. A real tough game. That's all there's about it. Thank you to the Football Fan Show for tuning in anyway. I appreciate it. Soon I'm going to be dropping off this live stream as soon as the Man City game ends. And then I'm going to come on and I'm going to do a watch along for the Chelsea v Man United game. So come check that out on my channel. I'm going to do a Chelsea FC versus Manchester United FC. Watch along. So we'll see how that goes, guys. We'll see how that works out. Simple as. See if I can get a bit of hours on the thing. If you can, Football Fan Show, if you can play my live stream, if you can, Football Fan Show, if you could do me a favor, if you can actually play my old school Gunner playlist, just plug it in on the device you're not using, charge it, plug it into charge, and just let it play for as long as you can, man. I'd appreciate it. Just play my old school Gunner playlist. I'm trying to bump up my hours a little bit because I left South America like 2.5 weeks ago. So I kind of ran aground. My hours they were struggling for a while there as I was on my way over. And I'm after losing a bit of ground. So if you can do me that favour and just play my playlist, man, I'd appreciate it. My old school Gunner playlist. I'd be very grateful. You know what I mean? Simple as. All right, let me see what's going on. Okay. But yeah, it is what it is. And get on these guys and see what's going on there. See what's happening. It's Brentford One Everton Nil, guys. Almost at the 90-minute mark. It's do or die for Everton now at this point. Burnley Tottenham, like I said, was postponed due to inclement weather conditions, guys. Very bad weather there in Burnley. Leicester 4, Watford 2, 3 minutes to play, guys, of normal time. They're in the 87th minute there. And still Manchester City holding on against West Ham. 1-0 up, 81 minutes played, guys. They have to be careful, City. I mean, they need this 3 points. And to be honest, West Ham, they have been playing very, very well this season. I wouldn't count them out, guys. Anything is possible in that match. They should be very, very careful. Anything is possible, like I said. It could be a real, real hard lesson for City there if they concede now. All right, let me get back into it. Goonalicious TV is back on, guys. If you haven't already, check out his channel, Goonalicious Spree TV. Like his videos, smash a subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notifications, guys. This channel right here, Goonalicious Spree TV. Make sure you click on the notifications bell when you subscribe, that you get notified every time he uploads content. He's uploading a lot of quality content, guys. Check it out. Do yourselves a favor. Support one of our own, a fellow Gooner. I'm going well, man. I'm doing well. I'm happy enough with the 3 points yesterday that Arsenal secured. I saw the highlights of the match last night on Match of the Day. To be honest, I wasn't too impressed with it. I'll be perfectly honest with you. We got the win. We got the 2-0. Nice goal from Martinelli. Nice move for the goal from Saka. But I'd have to be a bit apprehensive ahead of the United game on Thursday. Of course, we have a trip to United, trip to Old Trafford. I think it's going to be a very hard game. I honestly have a feeling that Ralph Rangnick is going to get one over on Arteta. That's my feeling on it. He's only just arrived in the job. He's, of course, not leading the team today. Michael Carrick is leading the team against Chelsea. But I honestly think it's going to be a tough game for us Thursday against United. Big gaps in our midfield, and we need a defensive midfielder. Newcastle at points were playing right through. With all due respect to them, they're the bottom club. They're in last position. You know what I mean? And still, we're struggling. So, I don't know. Say what you want about it, but that's what I saw in the game, you know. There was like a quick ball through and our midfield just parted. I mean, there was just a massive gap in that area. There seems to be no solidity. We have no DM. And it's a cause for concern, in my opinion. A better team than Newcastle would have put us to bed. They would have really taken their chances. So we have to be careful. I mean, against United, there will be no such second chances, I believe. I think they're well up for it now. They're champing at the bit. Ole is gone. And they have a decent team, United. So we have to be careful going up to Old Trafford. The midfield is weak. Defensively, fragile. That's what I saw. And it's a cause for concern, to be honest. Do I think we're going to stay where we are now in 5th? No. I can't see that happening for the season. An aim from Mikel Arteta next season, try to get us back into Europe, would be about as far as that goes. Completely unrealistic to say challenge for a title or anything like that. That's a no-brainer. That's not going to happen. Anyway, thank you to Goonalicious Spree TV for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. I'm keeping good. I'm keeping the sunny side up. Let me check here on the scores. It's Brentford 1 Everton Nil, guys, 94th minute. Almost over in that one. It looks like another defeat for Everton. They have serious problems. The Burnley Spurs game, like I said, has been postponed due to inclement weather there up in Burnley. Better off, yeah, better for fans and players. Very dangerous weather right now. A huge storm hitting the UK. Leicester 4, Watford 2 during the 92nd minute. That game is done and dusted, really. Manchester City 1, West Ham 0. There are 86 minutes played. Not over in that one. And West Ham will never give up. So City need to be careful because they need all 3 points in that game. It's been a very tight game there. A very tight game. We'll just have to see the way it works out, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's get back into it. But yeah, we just have to see the way that works out. I'll be knocking it off there in a while, but I'm going to be coming back with a live watch along of Chelsea versus Manchester United. So tune in for that, guys. I'll keep you up to date on this massive Premier League clash coming up. It's just over half an hour away, so we'll see. Untitled Chapter TV back in with another comment, guys. Thanks, bro. Arsenal were still very below par yesterday, but maybe we didn't play to our fullest due to the United game coming up. But happy we got the 3 points. We need to beat teams more convincingly. We have a serious problem in the midfield. Like I said, defensively, I'm a big fan of Sambi Lokonga and Thomas Partey. I'm a big fan of the players that played yesterday. But in the midfield, we have 2 players that are very similar, and they are Sambi Lokonga and Thomas Partey. They like to go forward on the ball and spray passes around. I'm going to go back a long way now, but I'm talking about when Vieira, of course, now the Crystal Palace coach, was playing in us, Arsenal legend Vieira, the other legend Emmanuel Petit. When they were together in the midfield for Arsenal, one would stick and one would go forward. But one would always stay and protect the back four, and they could switch defence to attack. Both of them could defend and attack. They were fantastic players. Okay, they're incredible players. These guys are World Cup winners. We don't have anyone near that level right now. But one, we need a defensive midfielder. If Partey goes forward, Lokonga's got to stick. If Lokonga goes forward, Partey's got to stick. There's no protection to the back four. It was a simple couple of runs from Newcastle yesterday, and they were straight through the defence. Straight through the midfield, and right onto the back four. And we were scrambling the ball clear a few times. Yeah, the midfield looked a bit suspect, and there was a huge gap. You could drive a truck through there. You know what I mean? That's how it seemed to me. There was channels in the midfield to be exploited, areas that weren't protected. Against a better team, we would have got found out. No doubt about it. My opinion. We need a DM. We need a defensive midfielder that can just put the ball out at times when need be, and kick the ball out of play and put his foot in and get stuck into the tackle. It looked to me to be way too easy for Newcastle yesterday to get forward right up to the edge of our box. A better team, they would have put us to bed. The game is over. Brentford have beaten Everton 1-0. More trouble for Everton. They're having a torrid season so far. Another defeat for them. A good 3 points for Brentford, but that was a very tough game for Everton. The Burnley Spurs game, like I said, has been postponed due to inclement weather, due to bad weather. Leicester are still 4-2 up against Watford. It's in the 96th minute. And City are still holding on against West Ham 1-0. 1 minute to be played there, guys. You'll have to see the way that works out. It's a tough one, no doubt about it. The game is over between Leicester and Watford. Leicester have won that game 4-2. So Brentford won 1-0 against Everton. Leicester 4-2 against Watford. And Manchester City against West Ham is in the 89th minute. They're still playing there. Let's see what goes on in that game. Okay, let's see what happens. But yeah, let me get back straight back into it, guys. But yeah, thank you for that comment, Untitled Chapter TV, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody for your continued support on my channel. And if you can, guys, play my old Skool Gunner playlist for me. And let's crank up those watch hours a little bit. Let's get me back in the mix, because I kind of fell off in the last couple of weeks. I made a trip from South America to Europe, so I've been trying to get my feet back in here. But yeah, Untitled Chapter TV on again. Yeah, I agree, Dave. Vieira and Emmanuel Petit is solid and standing. Vieira often travel with the ball, but if Petit traveled, Vieira would stay back. We just don't have that in Arsenal. Exactly. Always one of those monsters was in the midfield, just covering, just putting in the tackle, watching for the runs, and they just put the ball out, you know. They used to just put the ball out for us. Get the tackle in, stop the run. It's as simple as that. But yeah, everybody watching this, if you can play my old School Gunner playlist, I appreciate it, guys. Let me crank up a couple of watch hours. That would be good. But yeah, man, we need somebody to hold in the midfield, you know. We need somebody just to get a hold of the ball in there and to be defensively strong. There's a real lack of that at the moment, and teams play easily through the midfield. It's a cause of concern for me anyway. We're currently in 5th. We're not going too bad, but those problems are persisting, you know. I just realized I need to go to the hairdresser. I haven't seen myself in the mirror in a while. Man, I need to get my hair cut. Look at that. Jeez, like the Amazon on my head. ICRC. I need to get that sorted out ASAP. Anyway, let's see what's going on there. Smash the likes, good people, bless. Yeah, smash the likes for the two of us. All right, let's get back into the scores and let's see what's going on. Thank you to Goonalicious for tuning in, for being there, for coming along and seeing. Still playing. City have made sure of it now, guys. They're 2-0 up. They're after getting the killer second goal. So they've got the 3 points against West Ham. I think West Ham just pushed everyone forward. City hit them on a break. Fernandinho has got the goal in the 98th minute, guys, to make it 2-0 for Man City. It's done and dusted now. The assist came from Gundogan. Gundogan got the first goal, and he gave the assist for Fernandinho to get the killer second. It's over now. West Ham are down and out of it, guys. Brentford 1 Everton Nil full time. Leicester 4 Watford 2 full time. And now City are 2-0 up against West Ham. It looks like that's going to be the full time score. It's a 93rd minute. It's almost done and dusted. So we'll see how that goes, guys. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm going to knock it on the head there for a while because I'm going to be coming back soon. And I'm going to be doing another live stream. Thank you for all tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you to Goonalicious Pre-TV. I'll see you next time, guys. I'll be back shortly for the United Chelsea game, so we'll see how that goes. Take it easy, guys. Peace.